It's an honor for me to share the dais with the dignitaries. And namaskar to all. We were enlightened by Swamiji, by his wisdom. What he shared, there are many takeaways for all of us. Most importantly, how a business entrepreneur has to manage his stress and cope up the emerging, cope up through the emerging environment, and especially in a vulnerable world, as Satish sir also mentioned. Satish sir also gave us an overview about our Indian economy. I'll slightly dive deeper into MSME particularly. As it was already mentioned, MSME is a sector which is contributing to almost 30% of our GDP. And I think everybody are proud of our MSME sector in India. It has been resilient throughout the period. It has come up from the license Raj period, that is pre-90s, when there was a huge supply gap, because the manufacturing was limited to very few sectors and very few units. Thereafter, we have moved and grown very fast in our manufacturing operations. And today, we stand as one of the fifth largest economy in the world. The time taken for us to reach the stage of 10th largest economy and to become the 5th largest economy has substantially reduced, which really indicates the growth, the pace at which we have increased our GDP. And MSME has largely to contribute towards it, being the second largest contributor to the GDP. And more importantly, the employment. It is the second largest employment generator after our agriculture sector. So now of course, the journey has not been so simple, so easy. The MSME is struggling through a lot of challenges. I was fortunate to start my career with one of the largest corporate group known for its ethics. Apart from business, they also monitored the economy. One of my assignment in the initial days was impact of GATT. For textile sector, there used to be a general agreement on trade and tariff in Europe, which allocated quotas to various textile sectors. And after its abolishment, there was sudden gap. The assured demand through the quota suddenly disappeared. So there was a complete kind of a vacuum, how the textile industry will cope up with this challenge. But more than coping up, it has taken up the opportunity and grown by utilizing the inherent strengths of our country, that is the homegrown cotton and the technology and the manpower. So this is not a sole example. The MSME sector has coped up with many challenges, and right through COVID, MSME has been the fastest adopter of changes, whether it is the digital platform or any other requirement that is necessary to drive the sector. So what are the challenges what MSME generally encounters? We all know. One of the biggest challenges is the finance. That is, of course, followed by, there are many others like the quality, the productivity. And what has happened over the years is, in some of the cases, it has become a vicious cycle, because the MSME, particular MSME, is not able to meet up to the quality standards. It is not able to fetch the price, because of which it is not able to fetch the quality raw materials, due to which, again, it impacts the productivity. The technology adoption cannot be done. So it is a vicious cycle. And capital is one of the most important thing what it needs to come out of this vicious cycle and develop a virtuous cycle. So I mean, it is easy to say MSME has to get capital, but how it will get the capital? That is the biggest challenge, because our banking system requires security. Without security, I mean, we had gone through the challenge of non-performing assets. The entire banking sector had difficulties in the year 2018. That was the year of banking crisis. But we have overcome those challenges, and government has realized the importance of MSME, especially the micro and small sector. More importantly, because of the employment generation opportunity. For every lakh rupees of investment, MSME generates the largest employment opportunities than any large sector company or service sector companies. So there are many incentives or impetus that are lined up by the government for SME sectors. Many of you will be aware. The names are very well known because government is actively promoting those schemes, whether it is Mudra scheme, whether it is Vishwakarma scheme, or whether it is Prime Minister Employment Generation scheme, or it is equivalent scheme by state, that is Chief Minister Employment Generation scheme. The thing is that despite all these schemes, the awareness or the willingness to understand these schemes, understand how the benefit can be availed, is lacking. Since this, we are having this program in BSc building. Now, BSc is, as you know, it is one of the primary. It has a primary role of providing or raising capital through public for corporates. Large corporates definitely avail this kind of source of capital, but for small industries, I mean, everybody thinks it is not my cup of tea. This is very difficult. I mean, somebody to come out with an IPO or approach public for finance. Generally, people have some kind of inertia, but let me tell you, it is if you go systematically, it is not difficult. And nowadays, every company or even BSc is very proactive. I am very proud to say that. So I mean, this is just an example, but there are many other schemes. Even if there is an industrial sector, there are schemes by the state government wherein you avail finance to set up a common facility center where you can have the state-of-art equipment, whether it is any CNC machine or whether it is any other processing equipment, or I mean, these machineries can be shared between the cluster members, and incentive of capital incentive up to 10 lakh is provided for buying these machineries and setting up this common facility center. There is also a scheme by the state government, which is the package scheme of incentive, which is, I mean, I can proudly say that now you must have heard about the PLI, production linked incentives, which is driven by the productivity. But our state has been, I mean, it is pioneer in this similar, I mean, it has conceptualized this program right in the 70s when it came out with, although it is called capital incentive, in a way it is the production linked incentive because it is the reimbursement of state GST which is paid. So I mean, this is spread over the period of 5 years or 7 years, or depending on the investment and the location of your investment. So there are many opportunities which are available for SMEs to capitalize upon. And only thing is the awareness has to increase. And I'm sure, I mean, this will help you to explore what are the opportunities available. So leave you with this thought. Exactly what are the schemes available, how it has to be availed, how the finance can be availed. This can be done very systematically, and which will definitely help the business grow. And with this, I'll wish you all the best. I also thank Ecostar and Uday Kumar ji for providing this stage to share our thoughts and provide some guidance to MSMEs. Thank you very much.